shot, G.
Welcome everybody to the St. Paul Curling Club. We're here on Draw 5 of the St. Paul Cash Spiel. Electra versus Stapera. We're just getting started here on sheet 5. Looks like Stapera is in the red rocks, or using red rocks. Lecter is in the yellow rocks. Stapera's hammer.
All right, keep it right
I think. Could be wrong because I can't always pay attention. But it looks like we're at a hitting end, or a hitting draw here to begin. Graham Fenson delivers his rock. Violet sweeping hard. This rock stays in the back of the house. I forgot about sheet 1 because they cut off. Mike Barrett just texted me. He said, "What's going on with sheet 1?" We had some technical issues that we had to move on to sheet 5, but they're still curling at sheet 1. It was an extra end, and it looks like red, the McMacken rink, is actually right now shot rock in the back of the 4-foot, and they just threw up a guard. Just guessing, it looks like they've probably got about 8 shots left. Could be wrong.
Okay. No. Well, no.
We could probably. Could we flip it over to the sheet 1 far, so we could look at sheet 1 far? This game is just getting started, but we've got actually people that are interested in sheet 1. All right. Turn that all over to sheet 1 so you guys can watch at home. We're still in the.
It's actually pretty quick this time. Really neat.
So I guess it looks like Podol is on sheet 1 there is going to try to draw around the guard. Could be totally wrong.
Definitely quicker. Why?
I think I lost Scott Belvich for the night, but I'm not sure. He does know a lot of people here, so he might have gone and started socializing. Told me I had to carry it for a while. So it looks like a nice draw. She's going to get in far enough. Well, we've switched the cameras. I can't tell.
Hey, make sure
I'm guessing by the way that it's being called that red's still a shot rock. So McMacken's calling for a 12-foot.
Solid. Yeah, touch hot. Need me to roll on? Oh, this crap. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, I was just, mute it while he puts it back on.
Yeah, good throw.
Normal.
All right. You're back.
Well,
I'm back.
Yeah.
I had to take a little break.
I can't see the video, but apparently we're not on sheet 1. Oh, we are. Okay, well, great.
We're still on 1?
Yeah.
In the extra end?
Mike told me he'd arrest me and put me in the gulag if I don't.
Yeah, we got an extra end here. Caitlin Flannery, I do believe that's her rock coming down. Trying to run that yellow back to the red, but just
couldn't get
wide.
over. Yeah.
Maybe a little more weight than they wanted.
So I can't really tell, but I think red is shot rock over there.
I do believe so as well.
Just based on how they're calling it. I don't know. I've never been able to figure out how to operate these video monitors.
Yeah.
That's why we need upgraded video monitors with probably better controls so that we could queue up anything we wanted at any time from anywhere.
I do believe you're right that red is shot, and this rock is coming down as a guard, but it does look a little heavy. No, it's going to be just fine. Very nice guard.
Really
Sit right there. Oh, fine shot.
So
Yeah.
stay close at the end.
It's pretty nice.
Yes, sir. Well, just put a little ice in that one. Okay.
No, I'm good.
Yep.
So the game we will be commentating when the Gales get over is sheet 5.
Yep. Lecter and Stapera. They're all mic'd up. That's what we're listening to.
Lecter and Stapera. The young Stapera, which would be Andrew.
Yep. Hell of a player.
They are playing a very blanked end first, which is typical. This game is probably very, as we go along, the games get more and more important.
Yep.
Here comes the yellow rock down, and it is going to be light, and it's going to actually act as another guard for.
Yeah,
that
I'm not sure that
red
really
rock.
helps the cause.
No, it doesn't. As long as we're right in thinking the red rock is shot,
Yeah,
which I
well,
do believe it is.
seems
It's
like-
kind of hard to see across 5 sheets, but
Yeah, especially at our old age,
how old are you?
Just hit ice just a little straight.
38.
Really?
No.
I didn't think so.
36.
Okay.
Yeah, that I believe.
Oh, yeah. Just emotionally, I'm 36.
I'm only 19 emotionally,
Yeah.
and I'm 53.
That's an overstatement.
Well, that's why people enjoy my company.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's big.
Oh, my goodness.
That's ridiculous, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I've heard that called redunculous.
Looks like I'll be staying in St. Paul tonight,
No?
somewhere.
So of the national teams, who do you think has the best hair?
Oh, there's no question about the McCormick rink.
McCormick, yeah.
Oh, easily.
Coiffed.
Yeah. Well, now, yeah, easily.
I
But
gave
now
that guy. We gave that guy a cribbage board last year.
Now that
Doesn't even know how to play.
Now that Richie Rahonen's playing with him, though, it kind of takes him down a notch. That's for sure.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right, so we are on Skip's Rocks, are we not? On sheet 1 in the extra end between Cora Farrell and
Yeah, apparently we're getting a lot of feedback that we are not on sheet 1.
well, we'll commentate it.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on mute here because Marin's going to come after me now. She just got back from. Apparently she was marching for
So
the
I'll
Lynx.
keep commentating sheet 1 the best I can, folks. But Red Rocks, which is,
Normally it's a lot worse than I play here.
if I'm not mistaken, oh God, it's so hard to see all the way across there. I just can't tell, but I think Cora is trying to remove the red rock on the back of the forefoot through a very tiny port.
We want to roll a little bit this time.
I'm not quite sure in an extra end how they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 guards up
All
front.
right, well, I witnessed it myself. We are streaming sheet 1.
All right.
It's the far right of your screen for those people at home. Perhaps something technically is wrong, but it is there.
And
I'm expecting text messages to say, I'm sorry, you were right. Oh, benevolent, great web streaming person.
yes.
So what is going over there?
Well, Cora is throwing her rock, and she is yellow. She's trying to remove that through a tiny port. There is a red rock in the back of the 4.
Yeah.
And she's coming through. They're
Clean.
sweeping it.
Oh.
Looks pretty darn
Easy.
go.
Oh,
She did
ticked.
wreck.
Yeah.
Clean.
So
And we could easily see another steal here.
I don't know what's going on. I think they must be playing with me because now I'm getting. Mike says, "Come on, show sheet 1." We are on sheet 1. And your squad is still looks like Shot Rock to me, McMacken, Macon.
Correct.
Yeah, a lot.
And
So
they're
is that
gonna-
Anya down there in the house holding the broom?
I do believe so. And this is going to be a nice high guard. Hopefully not lining anything up
Plug
through
that
that
hole.
back red rock that is theirs to score and win the game. I'm just not quite sure what happened with these ladies. I was gone for a bit, but there are way too many guards up front. But that's not to be debated now. That's to be debated later.
Maybe in a team meeting.
Yeah, there should have been a lot more hits going on, but
They might be tuckered though.
a little bit tuckered, and they might have missed a couple. And here we go. It's another nice-looking guard weight rock. Is it in the right spot?
It's hard to tell, isn't it?
It's hard to tell, but that is just
Game
fine.
you don't mind playing.
Probably half covered.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Looks
she
tucked
can
in a
get to
little
that
bit.
red rock. My guess is she's going to have to run one of her yellows back.
Yeah.
On
It'll
that,
be a miraculous
on that
shot,
outturn
right?
side to clip it. She doesn't need to move it much. She only probably needs to move it like seriously like 6 inches.
Yeah, if that. I wonder if the audio isn't working on our stream.
They are red. They are yellow.
Yeah.
Not sure what they're looking at here. A red-yellow tap into the forefoot. She has a yellow rock out on that outturn side that could run back to the red that is shot. But they're not even looking at that. They're looking at an in-turn double, basically. It's going to be an interesting shot. She does have a couple options, so whatever she throws, it's not easy. I can promise you that. In the meantime, the game we're going to be calling, which is on sheet 5, the TV sheet, is the Alec Leichter game versus Andrew Stopera. Couple of young teams. Very, very experienced in the competitive game. And showing it very much right now with a blanked first end. Fine.
That's tight.
So is this Cora? Is Cora the last shot? Does she have hammer?
Correct.
No. Yes.
Yes.
So this is the hammer shot.
81.
This is the hammer shot, if I'm not mistaken. And she has a couple options. She can run that yellow back to the red, or she can try and tap her
4-0.
red into shot. No, I'm sorry. She could. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying.
What? 2. 1.
She's throwing yellow rocks.
Well, I just secured a vote for the audiovisual funding from the team that can't see sheet 1 way over in the corner. Nice. All right. Well, I'm going to carry a camera over there to give them a live feed.
There's a lot of discussion here.
Yeah.
The bottom line is
It doesn't look like there's much to do. It seems like you can only do a raise. That's what I see. Raise
Right.
that yellow in.
raise the yellow in onto that red. That's right. She is throwing her yellow rock. There's no question about that. And red is sitting 1, so Cora's got to make a tough shot whichever way she goes. It's either a double on the in-turn side or it's a raise back on the out-turn side. And it looks like they're going to choose the out-turn raise. or run back.
Okay, I'm tempted to wrap 2.
According to the broom, it will be a run back out turn
Yeah,
side,
it really-
which I like this call a lot.
real
She's
set.
got options where she can hit that rock. And
Okay, I like
all
this.
she has to do is
Yeah.
move that red rock.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
about
always nice when a game ends
85.
like
3 or 4 inches.
it's like
yeah.
this shot is the deciding factor.
Right.
Make it, you're the hero. You miss it, you're not the hero.
You're the GOAT.
Goat, you know.
Well, according to Sports Illustrated now, the GOAT is the greatest of all time.
Pretty big ad.
So I don't know if
It
we
is
can-
the year of the goat, right?
Is it?
I have no idea. I think it might be the year of the rat. I'm a rat. 1972 was my birth year.
Here she comes. The final shot of the game.
She delivers it confidently.
All right.
She holds her hand up.
Yeah, and they are sweeping it the whole way.
Yeah.
And it looks close.
Nope.
But it overcurled and left that red rock in the back four.
I
And
thought
there
it
is a steal and a win
Yep.
Oh, yeah, 95.
for that. Who?
All right. So it
Who
looks
was that
like
team?
McMacken won.
Mackin, thank you.
Yeah, and 10 ends, right?
ISG got 95, so.
9 ends.
But you did have a lot of ads.
No, there was 2 extra ends.
Was there?
Yeah, remember
Oh, that's true.
They
That
put
was
all
10
the
ends.
rocks
Yeah.
down there, and then they shot
They
them down. Why
came
didn't they
short
put
of
them
the
all down last time? All right, let's get to the show sheet here. Sheet 5. Haven't been paying attention, but well, apparently we're back on sheet 5 automatically because our crack I2 team over there.
Right.
So it looks like we had a blank end.
Here's our teams right here.
Yeah.
Okay. 2.
Mr. Leiter from Boston, Massachusetts. Mr. Stopera from Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
Mr.
so-
Stopera,
50
Andrew,
bucks.
the young Stopera, National Junior Championship team from last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Now that was some really fun curling to watch, actually.
94. 3, 2.
The
3,
girls did win.
4. We might
girls
be top,
did-
like
yeah.
5. It's
Yeah, this
coming down.
communicating over
Okay.
web stream via text message is got its drawbacks.
Nothing wrong with that. There's a possible double there for Mr. Leiter, and his second, I do believe, is throwing.
So I didn't really
Looking to
know
make
it
the
was
double and roll under the guard.
Second is Bond.
It's set up
Chris
quite well
Bond.
for that. Chris Bond, yes. The lefty. The big, tall lefty. And he's got a very interesting delivery. Not that it's too interesting, but
wrap that.
he
I know.
reminds me a little bit of a Winnipeg curler. BJ, I'm not going to remember his last name. Plays for Mike McEwen. He's got that little wing elbow hanging
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Gets very low to the ice with that kind of tuck slide, even though Chris has got a flat foot. Get
I think
the
it's a little-
elbow. You can see that left elbow get out there, and
Yeah.
a lot of good curlers throw rocks that way.
Yeah, and the few bad curlers do as well. Well, not
Too
quite.
bad. They're in a good position sitting up high there. I'm not sure who has a hammer here. I'd have to count rocks. I'm not very good at that. I have Michigan public education, so
Yeah, I think so.
I think Stopera has the hammer.
does Perry have the hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Sheet 4,
Yep.
Jason Smith, Mr. Smitty coming out, trying to make a draw guard on top of 2 that they're sitting in very good shape against Willie Wilberg's team.
Oh, and we have a big standing bet on this.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Gotta go.
a little
Yeah,
excitement.
it's
a little
2 to 1
intrigue.
odds.
Yeah, 2 to 1.
$20,
Yeah.
right? $20. So
Can't afford that.
if Willie loses, I owe you 40.
Go, G, go.
If Brownie wins, you owe me 20. Is that the bet?
I'm okay with that.
All right.
And he has to win. He has to win by 2.
Wasn't positive. but
No, that's not how 2 to 1 odds win. It's not how they work.
still.
I think if you went to scoresandodds.com there could be some curling odds. Like Vegas should start, live curling odds. On
Yeah, I wonder where you could bet on curling.
You know what? It's really an idea. I mean, there was a vote recently in the United States about how sports gambling should be just legalized across the country, right?
I don't think it should be.
Well, I'm not sure if it's right or wrong, but
it's wrong.
Perhaps if it was, if it happened, and sports gambling could occur on WCT events, then sponsorship would probably go up tenfold, or actually there is no sponsorships really, so it'd probably go up, twofold, which would mean
That's like
maybe
let's see,
couple $100.
2 times 0 is
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So actually, that could be a very positive thing for the sport of curling.
Maybe we could get a law passed that it's only okay to the only sport that you can bet on is curling.
Well, no, that won't happen. But I'm serious about this. If legalized gambling can happen in the United States on sports betting, why wouldn't curling be involved? And if curling was involved in legalized sports betting, who would be the handicapper? Ben Tucker.
I think it would be the.
It'd be Ben Tucker.
I don't know
out
who
of
that
North
is.
Dakota, wherever the hell he is in North Dakota. That guy knows more about handicapping sports betting, or curling, I should say, betting, than anybody. So Ben, if you're happening to listen to this podcast or
Chat, give us a chat.
Webcast or podcast?
Yeah, it's webcast.
Webcast. I think this could be our in to finally gaining sponsorship money to the sport of curling that has never happened by the association that runs it.
You can probably throw.
Do you think that if all of a sudden who's the leading body of curling, if all of a sudden they got like $1 million, like $1 million Adidas contract, you think that'd be better for the sport or worse?
It'd be if the Olympic Committee or the USCA received that, it would be better for the sport of curling because they wouldn't rely so harshly on their clubs, which has always been my. I wish all the success in the world to the USCA and their high performance program, but
you feel like it's leveraging the clubs,
right?
Yeah,
it totally is.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah,
it does. You do get a lot of feedback from clubs that are like, oh, we have 600 members and we got to pay $30 each.
Yeah. It's been a lot of years that they can't come up with sponsorship money necessary to fund a medal stand, right?
Yep.
That's what they want. They want medals. They want medals, with Worlds or Olympics. So if they can't,
I'm guessing we don't have Yankees fans in the house.
Cleveland pulls it out. Fine job. But yeah, that's the situation. I mean, in a nutshell.
It does seem like, though, the people that watch curling, who they seem to be intrigued with the medal thing, like that Olympics and getting medals and doing all that. That seems to be like the driving force of watching curling.
Absolutely.
People watch the best teams that are doing the highest performance things, which is kind of counter to what club curling is.
Well, yeah, but why would you watch club curling when you could watch high performance curling?
No, but that was back to your point that the club curling, apparently, your point I thought was pays for USA curling.
Yes.
And then they support what people watch, and those people don't curl.
Well, it just failed to get any sponsorship money of significance. Yeah. And if they did get that, they would see probably more support out of their clubs.
Yeah.
And that's been the problem.
It's like they should be supportive of both venues.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's difficult. It's a difficult situation. I mean, they've had ample opportunities to raise money through sponsorships, and it's not happened. And
is USA Curling formed though? I mean, is the purpose of them like? What was before? Like all these clubs before there was USA Curling. I mean, is the point of USA Curling for generating like a national team and doing all that, or is it to provide some benefit to the clubs?
It was probably initially to provide benefits to clubs, but there was a whole different setup to going to nationals or worlds, where it was you had to get through your district or your state,
right,
and then your regionals to go to nationals. And that changed, and not for the worse. That didn't change for the worse for what they're trying to do, which is to get medals. That's the bottom line. The medals. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, because they're hoping they get those medals. They can melt them down, and then they can reduce the amount that the clubs have to pay. Because if we got a couple gold medals, I think those medals are probably £1 each. 12 troy ounces, and that's going to be the only thing better than that would be Bitcoin medals.
Right.
They could make those medals out of Bitcoin.
That's true.
All right, let's get back to the game here.
Let's get back to whatever's happening on sheet 5, which is a good game, I'm sure. Blank end in the first.
Yeah.
We're playing the second, pretty open. Looking to just move that rock back into the back 8 most likely and sit into the 4 under the guard.
Well, could they take it out and sit 2?
They could take it out. They don't necessarily need to take it out.
It's the final rock, isn't it?
Oh, it is the hammer. Oh, he's way wide, and he breezed everything, I think.
Well,
maybe even ticked him in. Oh, he got a piece. He got enough. Nice shot. 1 red. Little wide, but we got a score on the board.
Yeah.
1 for red. Mr. Lecter's up 1 after 2.
We got it now, don't worry.
Well, I'm going to have to break open the.
Absolutely, you will.
The Velcro whiskey. Oh, apparently it's already. I think it's been refilled.
Well, yeah, it's been refilled like 100 times.
I was wondering. I was like, why? Why would you then still have them? Oh yeah.
It's a golf thing.
Weird shot.
Definitely getting loud up here.
Yeah, well, things will happen as they should for the USCA, and I think our curlers are slowly getting better in the world stage. You know, it's a shot here, shot there, in a lot of games on the international stage. Mr. Schuster did a fine job for us in getting to the bronze medal last Worlds.
Yeah.
And I think there can be better improvement, but I've been around the Canadian scene quite a bit myself with the Canada Cup and a lot of Manitoba men's and things like that. And
hey, let's go.
I'll just be honest with you, the curling I see there
It's different.
It's different.
Different league.
It is better. It is more consistent. I don't know if it's figured out ice conditions. Like, one of my goals as an ice maker here in the United States is to give as good ice as I possibly can to those that want to come and practice. Whether it's a guy that's curled first year or whether it's a guy that's Jason Smith or Jeff Isaacson or John Schuster.
How many first-year curlers do you see that practice?
A ton.
Really?
In Chaska anyway, yeah, a ton. They practice all the time.
That wasn't very nice of you.
And Charlie Bull is one of my assistant ice makers, and he's standing right next to me, and he does a fantastic
Is he the
job.
polka? Is the polka guy?
No, not quite. But we do our best, don't we, Charlie, to provide the best ice for HP or first-year curl. It doesn't matter. We're trying to do what we can to make ice as good as possible for for anybody, but more importantly, the HP curlers. If they want to come practice in our facility, I'm going to do everything I can to give them 25-second ice with 4 to 5 feet of curl, which is what they're playing on consistently.
That's what we have here, right?
Very close, yeah.
With a pro sweep.
With a pro sweep.
If you get a pro sweep.
Which is that Dean Gamble?
Oh, no, that's badass sweep.
Is that, yeah, right. So we're going to get there.
Yeah.
We're gonna
and by get there, you mean get back to the game?
No, well.
Is that what you mean?
No, I meant to consistent medal stands.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what's interesting is maybe I'm not competitive, but that's not what really motivates me. So like when people, like I just like to curl, and I have plenty of opportunity to curl in our town, or in our small town, and so I just enjoy curling. So when I see people get really like worked up about the HP program or whatever, I'm just like, that doesn't inspire me. So I don't really. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't really bother me. But I'm not involved in the management of clubs, so I don't get that aspect of it.
Right. So, and I get that, and you're right. I don't get too worked up about it, but to get
get worked up,
to digress.
Yeah.
My point is, if the USA could find sponsorship, which they fail to do.
Like Tim Hortons is now.
Right. They're here.
They're now in Minnesota.
They're here
this
everywhere.
is the third opportunity that we've come up with. Tim Hortons.
They should be able to find the sponsorship necessary to go to the clubs and go.
But maybe the audience isn't there.
Well,
you know, I sponsor curling, and now my business is a little bit not. I do it just because I want to give back to.
But it doesn't matter if the audience is there or not.
Well, as a sponsor, you're not going to sponsor for something if you're not going to get any kind of benefit.
If that's the way you think, but you need to. Are you thinking ahead of things, or are you just looking at what's happened in the past? So, if you're able to find that sponsorship that says, "I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw you $1 million." And let's go.
Yeah.
And I'm behind you with the USOC, which throws close to $1 million to it. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's promote the curlers, the John Schusters, the Jason Smiths, the Tyler Georges. Let's promote these guys. Let's make them part of the sports culture a little bit as best you can.
Yep.
Then you got something working. But they just can't seem to figure that out.
Do you think, though, it's something like it wouldn't require a lot of expenditure over a lot of time? Do you have to like develop like a curling culture? You know, like we have a lot of junior teams that are really good. So we need to get a lot of junior teams to be really good to produce that elite talent.
I think that would definitely benefit.
As opposed to like right now saying like, oh, here's $1 million, we can promote the hell out of Schuster and McCormick and whoever else is there right now, but maybe they're not good enough.
Well, no, they are good enough, but they just need to do nothing but curl, and some of them do.
Yeah.
Now we're getting closer and closer to that. I think where these guys are curling, they're curling 3 out of 4 weekends.
Yeah.
But there needs to be a little bit more consistency and funding, definitely, to them.
So you think that the
raise a
current,
family,
like HP curlers or those national level curlers, if they had more funding and they didn't have to worry about whatever they have to worry about now, and they could concentrate more on curling, that they've got plenty of talent, they could be. They could be as competitive as whomever.
I do think they have the talent, and I think it is. And the USCA is trying formatively with sports psychologists.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how much that happens in Canada, really. With those guys, I think they're
those top curlers, they do. I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know what a sports psychologist does, but I'm thinking I'd be good at it.
I think you would be fantastic at it.
Yeah.
Because it's all about confidence. Right?
Yeah, I would say
Instilling
meditation is important. Meditate every day, maybe twice a day.
Yeah. know you've made every shot that you're trying to throw. You've already made it 1,000 times.
Yep. Nothing's new.
Nothing's new. No, nothing's different.
It all comes around. What comes around goes around.
Right. And in your teammates. Yeah. I think in curling, similar to any sport, you have to have a lot of confidence in your teammates.
So do you think that if USA Curling...
Do you have us cut off right here?
No. If USA Curling got $1 million like today, say that you and I wrote them a check for $1 million,
right.
Do you think that that would have a significant impact on the chances? Not that I don't think this is important, but significant chances of the U.S. Curling team medaling at the Olympics.
South Korea in next month?
Well, the Olympics are in February.
Well,
yeah. So do you think it's too late now, right? So
whoever
has $1 million,
if it was
should wait until after the Olympics.
If it was $1 million now through 2022,
yeah,
it would have a huge impact. Yes,
because I happen to have a friend of mine who is a senior. No, I'm not totally. No, this is serious. Sort of.
He's got $4 million.
I've got a friend of mine who is a senior executive at a prominent bond house in town.
Yeah.
Piper Jaffrey.
Yeah, I know those guys.
Yeah, and apparently he and I talk of curling a lot. And the whole bond desk during the Olympics, they went down to Kieran's and watched curling. That's what they were into.
Right.
And they've got an S-ton of money.
They got it, yeah.
So
does Target. What does that look like right there that you're looking at?
Yeah.
That house.
Or Bill's gun range.
Good, I like that, yeah. Hit and roll at the top 100. Yeah, I like this. Yeah.
I'm not sure Bill's gun range. Well, he might have $5,000, but that's worth it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So those that are involved in the fundraising process just kind of can't quite figure it out, and they're sitting.
I think fundraising is hard. I would hate to be a fundraiser.
Oh, it'd be horrible. It would be horrible. Absolutely horrible. I agree. But when you're sitting in Stevens Point, what is it? Stevens Point,
Wisconsin.
Is it South Dakota, or is it Wisconsin? Stevens
I think
Point?
It might be Upper Point, Michigan.
Might be in the
Upper?
UP.
Yeah. Up in the sand bluffs by Norway or Sweden up there.
Yeah. But you get my point.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why aren't they in, like, Chicago or here in Minneapolis or in New York or somewhere where curling is prominent and they can get in front of people on a consistent basis?
Well, curling is prominent in Wisconsin. Right? I mean, they've got a lot of clubs in Wisconsin.
Well, they do, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not what I mean about fundraising and sponsorship.
Well,
you got to be in Chicago. You got to be in Minneapolis. You got to be in New York.
Phones
got to be
do work in.
Not as well as face-to-face.
Yeah.
Not as well as being in a spot where you are.
Maybe I could recast Stonecast to be a fundraising podcast where I'm going to set up meetings with like the Mark Cubans. Say, listen, I'm going to interview you, and it's like Shark Tank. We're going to go to Shark Tank. We're going to raise money for the U.S. Curling Association. Or you and I.
Yeah. I'm in, dude.
Yeah.
I'm in. I know I have the charisma to sit in front of somebody and say, this is what we're doing. These athletes are fantastic people.
Yeah.
They're fantastic people.
Yeah.
That are working their ass off to do what's right to medal. Mm-hmm. And we just don't have the leadership in front of them that we need. That's my point.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree with it personally, but I don't know enough about leadership. I don't know. I'm not invested enough in the USCA, but it seems like there's a lot of opportunity to curl really well and play a lot of spiels.
Yeah.
But it does seem like a team needs like $100,000, $200,000, to compete on the world stage, which is where you're going to get the,
minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum. Yeah.
And that's American, not Canadian.
No, these guys are talented guys. They're good curlers. They have the ability. There's no question about it.
That's the pro side, for sure. On the YouTube channel. Yeah. I actually typed the game apart a little bit just because Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, back to curling. Enough of that. Sorry. We got our tangent, everybody. All 16 people. How many we got? 24. I'm a tough guy, I know. I'm gritty. I'm from Detroit. I'm gritty. Say that again.
I was saying we're on the air.
Okay, line's good. Top 8. Line's good. Graham.
My apologies, everybody.
Graham. G, finish. Hard G. Just G. Easy, easy. Yep, go G. Go. You're good.
Okay.
Really nice.
Back to our game on sheet 5.
Really good. He doesn't have any of it on the outside. I guess we might need to bring it in here deeper, but.
That is a very fine shot.
I don't like that.
That's good. Not even listening.
That's a draw down there. Not any question about this one. Actually, this call is pretty simple. In-turn draw. Sit right there as the team is calling.
There's no chance we're getting inside of the rock.
Over on sheet 6.
Yeah.
The Brundage rink is struggling
Something good here.
against Todd Burr.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Alex is down, throwing
Hopefully it lasts. Probably won't.
6. His first.
Well, nice shot, by the way. You're not really knowing what's doing. Could left the hair higher. Why? Yeah, but then he's got the pick. So honestly, I think it's dead perfect. It's right in that spot where he really can't afford to try picking it, and definitely can't play it soft.
All right, anybody that's listening, Alex Lecter trying to come under a guard, top 12 of his own, but he's throwing a little heavy. It's going to be back 12 or through the house. He's going to allow 2 for yellow with hammer.
I think good. Could be, I think it's the same weight, but could be a touch quicker.
Alex, Mr. Stopera is on his way down. Throw one into the forefoot. Let's get a time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a time on the ice. You know, as the day goes on, I've been at a number of events. It gets tougher and tougher to make that ice hold up to 24 and a half to 25 seconds. It just gets fatigued. Doesn't matter how many times you shave it. Doesn't matter how many times you pedal it. It's fatigue on the ice. And we're going to get this nice time out of Mr. Stopera, which I'm sure he'll throw into the forefoot. This will give us a very good indication of where we're at.
6 down, line's really good.
So I was interrupted rudely by our IT staff, saying that we had caused quite people are asking us questions.
14-4, hog to hog, and he is into the forefoot, which is solid indication of 24 and a half, 25 second ice. Well done, Mr. Zabotnik. Ice is playing great, even late into the evening.
Right, great end, boys.
And I'm sorry, Mr.
You know what's
Christopher,
interesting
what were we
is
talking about?
Adam came over here and he made this big hubbub about me trying to get the chat going on, and there's like not a single question that's important here. Nobody has put any sort of thing that's important on the chat.
I will chat to our. If you tell me how to get into the website, I'll chat.
I finally figured it out.
I'll tell us we're both full of shit in our chat.
Hey, listen, this is live radio. You can't say shit.
Is this FFC or whatever?
FCC.
FCC?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Is it really?
No.
90-95 is pretty good.
All right, but we now are reading the chat. So I'm going to say hello.
Back to you.
Hi.
I had to switch to the desktop version.
All right.
Hello.
Hi. All right, and we're coming out in the fourth end. Just a pair rink
Yeah,
with a
Grant
2-1 lead.
cast the stone.
They have cast the stone.
I tell you what, when the IT squad comes over here and tells you got to check the chat, I feel like we must have said something inappropriate.
Well, what's the chat?
So far, apparently we have the colors wrong, because both teams, according to Ryan Hahn, that both teams are yellow.
Well, it's Ryan Hahn.
That's what Ryan Hahn says. Yeah.
H-A-H-N.
Yeah. Do you know that person?
No, but
Yeah, well,
I kind of understand what he's
we
saying.
swept his last two back.
Are you saying they're both yellow as far as they're playing?
Yeah, it's definitely
They're probably playing a not very aggressive game, right?
Yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Scared game. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is this end for you, fudging a little bit?
Well, now he's throwing, Leichter's throwing a corner guard, which is very nice to see. We're going to get a little action here.
Yeah.
Nice
They're
lead rock.
They start paying attention.
And Andrew's going to throw one right up top there.
that's a 15.
Hopefully about 6 feet to 8
Hold it
feet
tight.
higher than his yellow rock. That's
Right.
sitting top four.
Ryan did respond to our cutting commentary.
And where is he from?
Question mark.
Where is he from?
If I had to guess where Ryan was from,
Ryan
I would
Hahn.
say he's from.
Blaine.
No, you know Ryan?
Wauwatosa.
No, I'm guessing that Ryan is from
Oh, they got to sweep
Pennsylvania.
Just the two. High two.
This is
One.
not going to be a very good guard. It's way too high. It's going to allow Leichter to come around it if he wants to, but I'm not sure he really wants to. I think
Just left that, I think, huh?
that's what he's going to do.
Okay, that did it.
Now so Ryan said that at the very beginning we had
Very
the colors wrong.
410.
Well, it's tough commentating
Yeah.
in the St. Paul
Yeah,
Curling
this
Club
400
because
is different.
the glass in front of us has this kind of hue and tint. So if Ryan would like to come,
It's
to
all
the
the
St. Paul
IT
Curling
squad,
Club,
actually. It has nothing to do with us.
Oh, okay.
So apparently the IT squad wanted us to look at the numbers so that we could try to cover up their mistakes. So,
all right.
oh, look at that! Matt Anderson said that he spelled colors with the Canadian colors.
Ooh, with the U in
With the
it?
OU.
I love that.
Yeah.
Don't you? I
Yeah.
love that.
You know what? I had this cookie. I didn't have a serviette.
You had a what?
I had this cookie. I needed a serviette.
I ate it.
Yeah, I ate the cookie.
Fine shot.
Oh,
right
Canada. Nice.
there. Hey,
Oh, Thunder Bay.
could you sing?
Ryan Hahn, do you know Dale Callahan? One of my best friends.
No, I don't.
He taught at, no, I'm asking Ryan Hahn if anybody knows Dale
Top
Callahan.
four,
He
can't
taught at
touch
the
it.
school there. Every time I visit him, he knows everybody in the whole damn town.
Well, of course he does. It's Thunder Bay.
Yeah. Well, it's a big town.
Back
You know
four.
Ronnie Evans in Thunder Bay?
Mm-mm.
I bet one
I
of those
said
guys do.
Ronnie Evans. All right, well, let's see if somebody knows either Ronnie Evans or Dale Callahan.
I bet someone will know Ronnie Evans. If there's a Thunder Bay drunk listening to this game right now,
Yeah.
they'll know Ronnie Evans for sure.
All All right. Well.
We got a pair of pants right now on sheet 5.
Oh, you taught me that. Pair of pants. Yeah. You got to be careful not to Brooklyn that. That's the other term. I just learned that.
Kind of hard not to. Just a little thin pair of pants.
That's not a pair of pants.
It's damn near. It's an easy pair of pants.
What are you talking about? That's like a fat man pair of pants.
No, that's a pair of pants. Right? See, there it is, pair of pants. It's as close to a pair of pants.
Ryan doesn't know either of those two people.
Doesn't know Ronnie Evans?
No. You know any Leishmans?
Senior Thunder Bay.
Ottawa. Well, I know some people. I've got some relatives in Ottawa. Sean and Ben Callahan are good friends, but they're very they're reclusive. They don't socialize.
Well, if they're friends of yours, I understand. Bing bang.
Oh, there we go.
Not quite thin enough.
Nope.
And now we got a very interesting end set up. The fail to make the double.
The hack waiter.
They are gonna. Yeah, I like that call. Control weight, hack weight. Bump that back, roll over the top. No, I don't like that.
Okay. Yeah, right. So thicker's a little.
They're going to take away number 2.
Feel, right?
It won't.
That's fine. Let's see what happens at the end of this end. These guys are playing at a high level right now.
Wow. Get right on that.
Here it comes. Roll that baby over there. Oh, not bad. Oh, yeah, there's a jam there. That's nothing wrong with that.
Can't get there very easily.
Red's got hammer.
It's not great, but it's not bad at all.
What happens if Red peels the guard?
He'd peel.
Yeah, but I think
That's
the
a
shooter
good
needs
point.
to
You're
stay
wide
up
open.
top.
Yeah.
The shooter needs to stay right on top, right? Still hack is good, yeah.
They got the hammer. Rip that front guard. A lot of stones left. See what changes.
Like 65.
Good throw, Ben. We need
All
to
right.
peel.
There's some excitement
Hit
happening in the clubhouse here.
Where?
I know there's some guy over there saying "Olay."
Really cute girls behind us, but and a cute guy.
He was just saying that you're all cute. That's all.
I don't know. Is excitement happening back over there?
Yeah, it's in front of the trophy case back there.
Ooh. Well, here we go. This is what's going to happen, and we're going to have a very interesting end developed now.
Yeah, nice. A lot of rocks.
It's going to be rocks in play.
Okay.
Andrew is confident of his call. I like that. He's going to try to
He's
come
rocking
around
the
the
light speed broom.
Yeah.
He might be sitting 3 in a minute.
So Kyle Mitchell asked if we know Rachel Holman.
Yep.
Lacey Underalls.
Hi.
Who? Rachel.
Hey!
Have you ever heard of this? Rachel
Hey!
Holman.
Rachel. Oh, I met her.
Yeah, probably at that. I think I saw pictures with you, of you and her.
I don't think me and her, but Jennifer Jones and some of the others at the Canada Cup last year.
Yeah.
It's as good as I can throw a rock. Positive.
Who's the third on the Jen Jones?
Oh,
Caitlin Laws.
I mean, right?
Have you met her?
I did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I really tried.
And third for Rachel.
She's actually part of the reason why I curl.
Why?
Caitlin Laws.
Why is that?
Well, before I started curling, I was going up to meet a friend of mine up in Fort Francis, Ontario, who was dying, and he was so sick he wouldn't see me. So I went to the Boston Pizza up there, and I was sitting in the the bar drinking beer, and curling was on, and there was this guy next to me who used to commentate curling, and I never curled at that point. And I was watching, and I really liked it. And the team was Jennifer Jones. It was Manitoba. I think she curls Manitoba, and I was like, oh, I like the curling, and the girls were cute too.
Right.
And so so I've always had kind of a
thing,
love thing going on. Yeah.
That doesn't. I'm still not following you for Caitlin Laws.
I'm just saying that part of the attraction to the game
Could play the out turn.
was boosted, booyah,
Out turn draw.
by me watching her play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so we got a little.
A's the nose.
Ryan
double
Hahn
there.
has curled beside her and has got tips from Lisa Weigel.
Okay, then draw.
Their team psychologist, Adam Kingsbury, helped us out last year.
Yeah.
What was the tips that he
I
got?
assumed when he was okay with
Like-
the draw that it would.
Oh,
All right,
so
where's this,
so now
How to pinch
might-
a.
Kyle Mitchell wants me to know what this curling commentator had to say. And he was not very flattering to Caitlin Laws' team, Jennifer Jones. I've heard this from other people, the opposite, but he said she wasn't very.
Roll tight.
He wasn't very positive about her, but I've heard other
Yep,
people
line,
say
yep.
she's a
Line.
wonderful person. So
Who wasn't
Line,
very
yep.
positive?
All right,
what?
Who wasn't very positive
go
about it?
boys.
The commentator that I was sitting next to in Boston Pizza in Fort Francis.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a pistol right there made by Luke Violet. That guy makes a lot of good shots.
Yeah.
Frankly, I think in the years come down the road, that young man will be a skip that we will see make a lot of shots for a national championship team. That young man I've watched a number of times, and he is a special curler. And this team is good as a junior team, but I really like that young man and how he throws rocks. So we're going back to this game, I guess.
Yeah.
And if anybody was watching, that shot right there was about a pistol that is going to result in at least one, I'm thinking, for the Stopera team. But you never know. These guys throw a lot of weight. They can move a lot of rocks. They can bang things around. And that's what they're talking about right now.
Why are they talking about coming that side? Why don't they come on the outturn side?
Well, I'm not sure. I think they can get to it. You know, when you look at it from down on the ice, you can get to it from one way or another.
So you want to play this? What's the? Do we have options here?
I'm not sure what's going on in sheet 4. Are we talking anymore? Or are we done? Did we fall asleep there for a minute?
No, I'm just I'm just waiting for. I guess we could. Let's vamp.
Hey, how many people are watching us right now? 38. Wow, where are they from?
Mostly
Wherever.
Canada.
Chime in, you bastards.
Yeah, mostly Canada.
Mostly Canada, eh?
Hey, do you ever listen to classical music?
I do.
So I found this very humorous. You might not, but I bought a collection of Chopin. Arthur Rubinstein playing as a Chopin collection.
Yeah.
And I play it in the morning when I go to drop Ruby off at school. And she's 9, and it says like Chopin Sonata number 2. Ruby says, oh, she goes, I really like the Sonata hashtag too.
Ooh.
The hash. She doesn't know what number sign means, but
Right.
at 9 she knows what hashtag.
Yeah, means hashtag. Yeah. All right, well, we got a lot of interesting stuff going on here.
Uh-oh. What was that?
Like if they're to throw it to the boards right now, like
I always think this clubhouse warms up. Doesn't seem like we should open a window or something, or open those things.
No, like if we were to
Are we
play,
hot
wheel up,
right now?
we'd be pretty good.
Well, Sherry Schumer's standing behind us, so everything's warming up a little bit.
Oh, and she's bright red.
It's getting very hot around here. If Sherry's standing around, it's warming everything up.
Wow, they're sweeping hard on that one.
And it's a beauty rock. It's going to get right down in there. As well they could hope.
It could be just a tad bit closer.
He doesn't really have any. Just this.
Now,
double
do you
tap.
think that the sweeping made a big difference there?
Absolutely.
If they were sweeping really hard.
Here, plays this. Actually, that is really bad. I think.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yellow's
this
got
is
the hammer.
unlocked.
No, Red's got the hammer.
And then he can
He's
hit
got
it again and
I
double
don't
those
know.
and like
Luke's
forward.
talking to him.
So we gotta get, we gotta block, could guard that. Yeah, putting one right here is pretty good. And then that way we still have this. Yeah, I mean this line here. And then we still have this if we need it.
I think Luke Violet has got the green towel hanging out of his back pocket.
Yeah.
I think that's his ode
I
to
don't know how good that would be,
Matt
'cause we're gonna lose
Hamilton.
before. But
From
right now, let's go.
Homage.
Yeah, homage. Is it a homage?
Oh,
Okay.
Rebecca Clark has joined us.
Who?
Rebecca Clark.
As long as we get, yeah.
She's a regular.
Is she?
Yep, she's
Where's she from?
from Arizona.
Arizona?
Yep. So she probably wouldn't
She
like
live on a golf
the
course?
negativity that you did in the last or hit her team. I'm just guessing.
Hi, Rebecca. You're the greatest, baby. Do you live on a golf course?
I heard that she's moving to Colorado. Though.
Ooh, of course. Be closer to curling. At least on good curling ice.
Yeah.
Because
Have you curled in Colorado?
Quentin provides very nice curling ice. From what I understand, Phoenix has a problem with that, but I understand that that can happen.
Oh, apparently, Rebecca Clark was in agreement with you.
Yeah. Well, Rebecca, go to Denver. Quentin will provide you quality ice,
Okay,
and
Ben's rock, little tight.
you'll have a lot of fun there.
Push it out early, we're tight, really tight. Okay, gotta go to get by the cart. Whoa, we're good. Yep, hard. Okay,
Yeah, they got off
yeah,
that
yeah.
really quick.
Yep.
Oops.
Oh, tick. Oh, it's a beauty.
Finish it.
What? That's too bad. So if they wouldn't have got off that sweeping, do you think that would have been by the guard?
No, I think it happened just as it should. It's just fine. They can't get through there. There's no way in hell they can get through there.
Except to block that.
So they got to make another choice.
I don't think I guess.
And yellow will steal. Would be my 2-to-1 bet. Don't we have what's
Oh,
our
yeah.
bet? Wait a minute. That was the game over here.
Yeah, we should be
No.
checking in over there.
And you owe me $20, or you owe me $10.
No, we never shook on it.
No, that game ended like in 3 ends. Like I gave you 2-to-1 heads on it.
I think you cheated on the odds.
No.
Prove
you
it.
owe me $10.
Prove it.
You owe me $10. Damn it. You owe me $10.
I owe you $20. That's what I owe you.
Was it 20 on 40?
Yeah, 20 and 40.
I'll take 10.
I don't have any money.
What?
I thought we were over here. There's your buddy over there.
No, we were talking
No,
about
no,
this game.
no. We're talking this game right here.
No.
Yeah. Who are we talking to? Mr. Smith?
Oh, we were talking that game.
Yeah.
C4.
You know what? You should pay me $20 just for not paying attention. And this guy hearts curling.
I hate curling. You know what? I love to make ice. But I don't really enjoy curling that much.
I tell you what, I want to get an ice maker in my basement.
You want to do what?
I want to get an ice maker in my basement. You know, I get a big tub of ice.
I can do that for you.
Yep. And by ice maker, I don't want you in my basement. I want something that makes ice cubes.
See, I was so close.
Yeah.
I was so close to being there.
Yeah. Someday, maybe you could come down to my basement. Maybe we'll watch a football game.
Well, I'm going to be in your basement if we're up in Canada on Rain Lake.
Yeah, there's no basement there.
Well, I don't
But
care.
you certainly could come up there.
I'm going to be in your basement on your 28-foot Grady White, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, looks like they're going to try to go through that.
Well, we turn that baby in.
It looks pretty good to me.
No, you can't make that. That's impossible. Silly shot.
I could have made that.
That's not a good decision. But, hey, it's close.
Yep.
And he's got one more rock anyway, so.
Well, you made it sound like it was kind of
even
impossible
with
anyway,
this,
so you might as well
yeah,
try.
Oh, he cleared the guard,
Yeah,
so
we'd rather
if
have
he
him play
misses the
this,
guard
right?
now,
So guard
then.
this rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Take a little more ice so we can finish, because you would have over curled even more there. You know, I think we need here. We can finish it, Andrew. What? Yeah. I think we need it. I mean, okay. Okay, throw it clean.
Well, this has been fun.
Yeah, you're going to a wedding tomorrow.
I am. Am I doing a 2 o'clock game tomorrow?
I can't remember. What did you agree to?
I didn't agree to anything.
Yeah, I think you are.
Why would I? Yeah, I got a wedding tomorrow night. A very good friend of mine at DeGidio's on West 7th Street.
I heard someone told me the Fabulous Ferns is closing.
Ferns is what?
Closing.
What?
That's what Rick. That's my friend Rick Gerchek, who was here earlier, read in the newspaper that Ferns is closing.
And
you heard it here
first.
I don't know about first, but
what's going to happen there?
Well, I think they're putting Applebee's in.
Applebee's?
I have no idea about that. I don't know what's going on next.
Well, Ferns is pretty much an Applebee's anyway.
Yeah, I know.
But with like
that's what I was thinking.
Way better bartenders.
Yeah.
Okay, both. Yeah, yep. Let's go. Ben, get it.
Oh, he's gonna hog it. Oh, he shit
Yep.
the bed. That's not even close.
Okay, just be careful with that.
Oh,
I don't want YouTube automatically recognizes swear words.
Right. He pooped the bed.
Yeah.
And I understand he was trying to throw a light guard. I don't think it'll matter much, actually, for Andrew.
Well, except that they cleared the guards ahead of time, so they're, it is a clear route.
I guess I get it. It was.
Yeah, I don't know if he can move far enough to get more than one.
Yeah, because of all the red behind it backing that
he's
up.
only
you can't
got
really
one.
move there.
Yeah, he's only got one way to move it.
Yeah.
Like he was gonna curl a lot on that.
Well, I guess the chat commentary is done. I'm so glad that I spent all that effort to remember what my password was. All that effort.
He's shooting for 2 here.
Man, it's just we had to.
That's max, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can kick the number 4 yellow rock out. I think that rock stays right where it is, no matter what. And obviously the 3 rock goes. I think he's playing for 1 here, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was.
But let's see what happens. This is fun to watch about these guys. They're good curlers. They see angles that we don't.
Yeah. Do you think that there's a chance they might blank this end?
You're so funny.
Well, maybe with a little.
Here it comes. No hesitation.
No.
It's down the line, and it looks like a good line. I just don't think it's going to do anything more than we talked about. And boom. Yeah, 1 red.
Yeah, well, that's better than 1 yellow,
stays,
right?
That's exactly right. We got a tie game after 4?
Yeah, there's no shot for 2 at all.
Yeah, that jig would be more than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, I got it for us. Just bad luck there.
I like these team meetings.
Yeah, they're kind of
entertaining.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll run down the score. You go to the restroom. All right, so on sheet 1, we've got Pete Benson over Daryl Sobring, 4-0.
No.
On sheet 2,
I mean, he did throw a big.
we've got Koivula and LeClaire are tied 2 apiece. Although it looks like LeClaire is up actually 3-2 looking at the actual scoreboard. Sheet 3, I can't quite see through the glass, but it looks like it's 1 apiece.
One was going to be here.
Hodek and McBride. Craig Brown, the feature gambling match, is up 2-0 over Willie Wilberg.
That's the thing. It's just you just
Para obviously up 2-1.
And it's like, but he threw it pretty good. Definitely not like shit.
Or actually, I think it's a tie game now because Lecter scored 1, so it should be 2-2, I think. And Todd Burr did a walk-off 8-1 over Colin or Cameron Rittenauer.
It's getting a little hot. Solid 2. Yep. What are you saying?
I can get you some chips. Want some pretzels?
All right, so we're on the 5th end here.
I don't think so.
Lecter delivers a stone. Looks like they're gonna just pop that yellow rock out of there.
Now we are, I think. No, I think so. Yep, looks like it. Same.
So now I guess we're on the hit parade here.
It's a lot easier down here, right? Because they can't call timeouts.
Graham Fenson is going to deliver his rock.
A little more.
It's got to come over a little bit.
A little more. Yep.
Or not. I guess they're going to try for appeal, but he's going to stick.
What? Yeah. 8-3.
Just
Yeah.
Looks like we're just exchanging top of the house guards.
Yes, we rip.
Quite a few people here in the house. Looks like teams are socializing well. Maybe we could get a camera angle of the house. We have a webcam set up so that we can do the, just click on that and we can, not that you'll be able to recognize anybody, but it might be kind of interesting to see what's going on. That's just a challenge for the IT squad. There actually isn't a web camera. Oh, there we go. Great. Nice. Good job. Good job, guys. Yeah.
Right. One more.
Well, I see someone yawning on Luke Violet. There's yawning, so apparently it's tuckering out there. If he was sweeping like Graham, though, there was no way that he could yawn. So it looks like we're setting up just to clear everything out. Let's see here if I can get to Bill on the line here. I don't know if I can handle having Bill Stapera on the microphone, but I'm going to ask.
Only Jerry.
So Andrew's dad just joined.
The phone.
Oh, he's got to get his phone over here because he's
Need the
tweeting
phone.
away.
Oh yeah, I'm tweeting.
Yeah, I don't know how to do tweet.
Yeah.
Who do we
Okay.
got? Oh, I get to listen to the boys now.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
that's
sir.
kind of nice.
Yeah.
We should put Mark on.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything over there anyways.
Yeah, I could just put the two of you guys on. You could be pro Stopera.
Yeah, well, I got
Mark,
to.
you want to jump on the microphone with your?
Yep.
You want to jump on with Bill?
All right.
Well, you don't need, but it might be interesting.
I got to root for Martin.
I think
shots, too.
that he said he didn't want to be on the phone on the line with you.
No, that's probably very true.
Yeah.
He had to curl with me twice today too.
Yeah,
So.
you guys look good.
Yeah.
You gave McCormick a run there. I don't know what happened. I was paying
Is this the
attention
weekend
here,
deal?
but
We missed a draw on 5 against 2. That hurt us.
I didn't think it would curl foot with a firm weight.
We brought in the
Really
ringer
tried-
though.
Yeah, heavy and
Oh, yeah.
outside there, but
Tyler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was. Scott Belvich. He kept on. He wouldn't let me say it was your rink. He kept on saying, "Oh no, George is playing fourth."
George Austin.
Yeah, well, he did.
now we'll get
So he shouldn't
Oh,
have said.
should I root against my my clubmate, my teammate on Monday nights?
Who's that?
Martin.
Martin?
all right.
Yeah, you know who
roll.
Martin is?
No.
Sather. This guy, right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I don't.
He's a Ardsley Curling Club member.
Out
Oh.
turn.
I have not been to Ardsley yet.
I know.
You- If you don't get there soon, it's going to be gone. So
Oh, is that the one that's in the?
Country Club
Country
is
Club,
shutting
yeah.
us down.
That's too bad.
Hopefully, we might have a good opportunity though. So
Win. Whoa. Whoa.
then Luke, roll this one in or no?
Yep.
So
Right on.
yeah, we don't have the audio visual to
not
be able
bad.
to look above. So some of these shots I can't really tell.
Yeah, you guys got to invest in some cameras.
Yeah, we
Wow.
do.
Yeah.
We have cameras, but they're not very good, and we cannot get to them via
I think my first one.
the network. So we can't like call them up.
Hey, did the guy you had on here before have a
Try
big
to
head?
not
Because this
be
thing
tight.
feels like it's
Well, tighten it up.
tightening
Yeah.
up.
I know. I've listened to you. You don't have a big head.
No.
No. So earlier, when very early, you were talking about the funding level for these squads, and you said that this is a very father-funded type of thing.
It
and
is.
I thought that there were restrictions as far as fundraising goes for like high-performance teams or anything related to USA curling.
This one might have picked. Curled a ton.
We don't have.
Yeah,
we don't, in St. Paul, there's not such a thing.
No picks.
No picks.
No.
No.
Really went a lot there. Last year, we spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
The team got, and I don't mind saying this, we're not funded through the HP program.
All right, let's talk about the weight thing again.
Really, we're funded through donations. The juniors. And if I'm wrong, I apologize, Rick, but I should know the answer to this.
Rick's not on. I'm sure he's not
That's
listening.
okay, but so it may get back to him. So I gotta do it.
Yeah.
And I am the chair of the AAC, so
Yeah.
I should know this stuff.
I don't know. It doesn't seem to me that there'd be any difference in the budget for a top junior team as opposed to the budget for a competitive curling team. And it seems like a budget for a team like that is like 50,000 plus. Like I think I heard Brady Clark say that they need to spend like 40 to 50 grand a year.
Right. I talked to Thomas Howell today, and Thomas said they're going into their pockets.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's a big opportunity for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Touch tight.
So,
Graham.
no, I mean the funding is definitely it's
Graham's
more money
rock.
this year, but the schedule that they
Okay,
go
look,
with and
back
the
12,
travel.
Back 8.
So I mean Luke's got to come
Let's
from the
go.
West Coast all the time.
Yeah.
Let's
You
go.
know, Graham's coming from Bemidji. You don't want to ever
All right,
get a
boys.
flight out of Bemidji.
Okay, take
You
a-
go on to
you got it,
Orbitz
you got it.
and Google
Yeah, I don't know.
Ads,
I don't know where. I wonder what
$700
they
at a
would-
minimum.
Yeah, fly out of.
Yep.
You know what's
Yep.
funny? Well, you
Yep.
probably do. You know where
Really good,
International
guys.
Falls is?
Yeah, coldest place in the world.
Yeah, my cabin is in International Falls, just on the other side of the border.
Is that why you got that beard? It's cold up there.
Yeah. No, I have the beard because I'm lazy. I don't like shaving.
Yeah, I kind of got a little.
Yeah. Or I have sensitive skin, either one. But a flight from International Falls to Minneapolis is $150. 200 round trip. It's amazing.
Really?
I mean, that's not close to Bemidji.
Well, to
Bemidji's
Mi-
like in the middle there.
But then you got to go anywhere else. Wait, he's
Oh,
back.
Yeah, well, you want to get back on the mic? All right, well.
He's happy to be
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, well, we had a lot of whiskey given to us. People kept on giving. Yeah.
They were drinking a little bit over here.
Yeah.
Whiskey?
Yeah. All the ice makers kept on bringing us booze.
This one's not making it, I don't think.
No.
Close. Nope. Alex can throw it really hard.
Do you think now? You probably haven't listened to a lot of my web commentary, but I kind of take it from, I play up the angle of this guy doesn't know anything,
Just go down there and ask G.
even though he might know something. But you see how, like, I noticed junior curlers doing this where they're like cleaning off the ice, they're going up and down the ice, they're cleaning it.
Yeah.
Do you think that actually makes a difference?
Yes. It's a very important aspect of the downrange job.
You don't do that.
Sure I do. I'm a good cleaner. Come on. You should see me in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, here
No,
we
but it's very important to clean.
Oh,
What
yeah.
happened?
Well, apparently
bothering us?
Kyle Mitchell wants you to list off your sponsors. And Rebecca Clark says the budget is the same for the men and the juniors.
Medcom 1.
But the schedule would be restricted based on the age of the junior. But,
Okay,
I've noticed
real
that
tight.
the junior side. Oh,
Keep it clean.
MedNet 1, that's the only one I got to mention.
MedNet 1?
MedNet 1. They're the best.
Excellent.
Good toss, Skipper.
MedNet 1, what do they do?
Some type of insurance crap.
Yeah.
Not quite sure. I don't know what Lazard does all the time.
Oh, is he a MedNet 1 guy? Is MedNet 1 your deal?
Oh, yeah? Did I
Yeah.
say that wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're a big sponsor on
Uh-oh.
Bill's team. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not my team. And the boys, too.
Oh,
over
and the
there.
boys, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then we also got the Facebook page that we got running, the boys. So if we're going to get some money, run on the Facebook, go to the team
Do
page.
you have one of those Rally
For my
Me
son.
things?
Martin
Yeah.
said I should never have signed those.
So those Rally Me pages, they take a cut.
Correct, which is unfortunate, but it's the only way really to do it.
Yeah. I always think, though, that sponsoring, it's a serious budget to travel as much as these teams do. I mean, it's not like, so I'm with Terrapin Curling. And I'm not going to be crazy here. We don't spend a ton of money. Curling's not our thing. I'm a bank, we do banking software. But I just do it because I like curling and I like our club and I like supporting people around the club. So a little bit I can do, whatever. I don't have a lot of time to, do physical labor in the club or whatever. But it's amazing, you get a little bit of coverage for a small amount of money.
Yeah, I mean,
So the amount that I donate is very helpful for the things that happen, and people are very appreciative. But if you look at the size of the budget,
Gotta be here, Rock.
like Dean last year called me and he said, I'm doing fundraising for McCormick. Well, I don't really know Heath. I don't know anybody on the squad, really, so I don't have a personal connect other than Dean. And but I was thinking, the amount of money that I normally give is going to be minuscule. It's not going to help anything.
Well, I mean, every little bit helps. Last year, actually, I worked it out. It's about $12,000 to $15,000 each kid spent last year.
Yeah.
So, in addition to the coach's travel, who doesn't get paid. So it's you know, you're curling. It's a tough thing financially.
Well, and not only that, like you know, this rink they go to Korea. I mean, they're not like cheap locations.
Well,
it's not like you're going to Nebraska.
That trip was paid for though.
Oh.
But U.S. Nationals, Junior Nationals,
every shot.
they don't get any money.
Let's take it right back to.
So that's a week in a hotel, really 9-10 days in a hotel, and flights, food, rental car. It adds up quick.
This is getting depressing.
I'm getting sad.
Let's
talk
change
about
the
game.
subject. Yeah. So what's going on here?
The boys just got a deuce, which is a good thing.
For sure.
Yeah, good on them, man.
We need to be on the left side.
G put a perfect one up there in the top of the button. See if he can duplicate it. He's not going. He's going in the house here.
1, 2. 1.
The real challenge
Look at that sweeping.
for my son's team this year is they're all now college students.
Yeah.
So it changed things a bit. This isn't one of G's better ones here. I think the ice might have changed a little bit. They seem to be having a little
you know, they
trouble.
came off over here, so it probably cooled off. This club, it really, when people come off the ice, it changes the character.
Yeah.
I like that he went up there and checked it out.
Yeah. Alex and Andrew last year went to World University games, so they know each other relatively well.
Over curl. That's when we were over.
I went with them. It was a lot of fun. Pretty neat experience.
Well,
over in
World
Kazakhstan.
University games.
Outside of the range,
I've never heard of the World University games. Sounds big though.
Actually, it was a fantastic experience.
Where was it?
Kazakhstan.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Well, you know, curling will take you places, I guess.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They're going to China in December. The boys, so that'll be a fun trip for them.
Do you have to apply for visas?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you're just overtaking too much.
Wow. Great experience. Seems like a lot of the women's teams that I've heard on various podcasts and things, some of them have taken off a year of school to prepare.
Yeah, my son, he goes to school first and third trimester, so he's in a trimester at Northwestern.
Yeah.
So he takes second semester off because he can't possibly go to school for the 10 weeks.
Oh.
It's impossible.
Northwestern's tough school to get into, right?
Yeah, his mother's smart.
That looked,
Well,
I mean, it was tight early.
He can curl though, so he got something from you.
I'll take a little credit for that. I'll give Martin some credit too. Definitely helped him. It's actually not terrible, that shot.
How good the ice is, they won't get around there. Yeah. Got the dubs,
Classic
right?
move, get the rock rotating while getting the advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it
does
stops
ain't
rotating,
no way
that
we're
means you're
jamming
taking too
that,
much
right?
time.
Yeah, no chance. Okay.
I do really like having the skips mic'd
There.
because you can really hear, even though I talk over
Even
it, you can hear strategy.
Is Andrew mic'd?
Yeah. Here, I'll turn him up for
Can't
you.
hear him.
Well, it's kind of loud in here. Oh, he must not be. Maybe they. Luke must be Mike. That's impossible.
Well, Luke was also yelling it to the other end, so that's probably why we could hear him.
I don't know. I'm confused. That's all right.
Thinking about throwing up the double corner here.
Scott Belvich was talking at nauseum about how he thought that USA Curling needed to do a better job on fundraising. He said that he felt like, you know, they should find someone that is like a golden ticket, large sponsor.
I will say that's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Really get over the top.
They just added Cheetos, which is great news.
Yeah.
Great news.
Always farther than they appear.
I don't know. Like, it seems like when I talk to people
see,
around
it's
here
not that far off
you know, like ice makers and managers from clubs, they get a kind of a salty attitude about USA Curling. About like they feel like there's some sort of burden on the club, that that they're leveraging, that they're charging the club. I don't feel one way or the other, but I think it's pretty interesting that there's like this negative attitude.
Hard G, hard. Hard, you got it. Hard G.
Good shot there.
But finding a big pot of money helps a lot.
It does. I mean,
doesn't
but
find
you don't
happiness,
you don't
but-
realize. You got to realize
Yeah, I
what,
don't think it's up.
for instance, all the exposure on NBC does
I
for the
was
sport.
standing over it. I don't think
So
it quite. I
that
mean,
money is well spent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think they're doing a pretty good job right
All right.
now, allocating funds. You're always going to have people that aren't going to be happy.
Yeah, that's
At the
for
end
sure.
of the day.
Yeah.
And the hard part is
You
proving
can't-
that you know where the money's going is well
What?
spent.
Yeah.
Remember, the high performance teams are funded
It
by
did
the
roll back a
USOC,
little, but,
so
I
they're
was
not
standing
using-
right over
That's
top
not.
of
Yeah,
it.
it's
It
not
was still
USA
muddy.
Curling. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Said-
that's probably that's a good point, because you can confuse the two, and
Sweeping for 1-2.
Yeah, it must have. I mean, I was standing right over it. It was so close, I couldn't.
yeah, and the game is growing, and that's the point.
And that's the key, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martin's not happy. He gave a big sigh.
Okay.
I know that sigh. I've heard it before.
It's not fair. We have to play.
What else we got going on here? Pete Fenson's up 5-0. Playing, I think, Daryl Sobelin.
Yep, that's true.
Who's on?
Lane?
She chose Cuevila and Leclerc.
Cuevala's up.
Yep.
Oh, Leclerc's up 5-2. 4-2 over there.
Do you think that score on sheet 4 is accurate? It's Brown versus Wilbur.
Yeah, 2-0. Yep.
Been playing a long time at 2-0.
With that miss, now it's
Pretty
4-0.
hard not to do that.
Unfortunately, Willie just missed a hit for
Had to
one.
hit it.
Well,
Yeah. Had to hit it.
I've got a
real
wager
thick
on
and
that
just-
game.
honestly, I was
2-1
just good
odds,
as I
but I
could've
don't think
thrown
I'm gonna
it.
get
Right
it.
up.
Willie played in Schenectady. I don't even remember. He was still a junior.
Oh,
And he was incredible, the run backs that the man made. He was playing, I believe, with Alex Leitner also. They had a fantastic
aggressive?
weekend. I believe they made it to Nationals that year.
shakes that. That cost me $20 right there.
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah, Scott, Mr. Belvich gave me
It's a
2-1
dead
odds
perfect
that
rock.
Brown would win.
Well, I mean, we should have.
Probably wanted to go with better
Tough for
odds than
him
that
not to
next
give
time.
me
Well,
there.
You might want to ask me.
I didn't want to really argue because I thought it was disrespectful to even take odds. He won't remember anyways. I'm sure he hasn't even paid attention.
Hard.
Martin with a nice shot there.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
I don't think that corner
Should have
guard's in
it.
play, though.
Probably wanted a little higher. Too,
Almost all.
but
Yeah. Oh, first I didn't get control there.
yeah, well, I would definitely say that Luke's
I
got
didn't
the
play
mic.
normal.
Well, he's also
Okay,
yelling
one.
150 feet.
Yeah, I
right?
know, it's right there.
I don't know.
It definitely makes a difference.
This should be plenty.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
full on the ad, but
This event was really hard to
good
mic
ice.
people up because the other events, they would go out to practice and then they'd come back and you'd give them the mic and then the next group came out.
Close.
This one, everybody just went out.
Hard.
This one's moving.
Yeah.
Ben's
Hard.
going hard.
Outside in.
Hard.
I mean,
Let
nose
it
is
go.
fine.
Yeah, he gets it by.
You just want to stick this one, though. You don't want to roll out. Yeah.
He does. Well, we're going to try the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that they're doing that, but
I agree.
What?
You could give me maybe a hair less though.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, I know. I don't care. I just
That way.
got soft, huh?
Ooh, Tim Hodek's got quite an interesting house over there.
Because you don't want to take more ice than that.
Oh, yeah.
I just need to be more positive and
Yeah,
trust
sheet
it. I just
3.
thought I slid wide, and I didn't. So.
Tim's not afraid to mix it up.
Those type of houses scared me.
Jared.
Don't know how bad. I mean, it's scary.
So
We
that's a
could fall
junior
down.
team, right? Hodek?
Yeah, they're a solid team. Actually, I believe there's 3 or 4 pretty good junior teams here. 4.
So you can probably get to here. Okay. We can't afford to rip.
Maybe different.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's a little scary about this one is that
yeah, just right to here.
make
'cause
this
if he
and they don't
doubles
put it
it,
in a
it
good
should
spot.
jam if he doubles it this way.
they're going to draw another one behind
So,
that
yeah.
corner guard.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
right there. That's perfect. I mean, might give him the nose, but then we'll always have the slash. Just right on the center line. Just touch the center line anywhere and you're good. Okay. Oh, it will. I know. Believe me, I know.
It's tough when it's your first day.
They communicate really well, that team. That Portal team, I was really impressed with. I think I remember that last year. Portal is a really good skip. She's got really good.
Oh, okay.
She's got good command of the game. Like I really like how she talks through the ends. Ooh.
A lot of granite flying there.
Yeah.
Huh? So a big shot here.
Yep. Lean. Yep. Lean. Yep. Yep. Hard.
Looks close.
Hard. Hard. Yep.
Pretty good shot. Leave Alex a run double. Looks like 3 got taken out of the equation with that one.
Really nice.
We liked it.
Really, really nice. So I mean, could have rolled it a hair more, but pretty tough to read.
Yeah, they're really measuring over there on 3, trying to figure out what to do.
You should have a shot for 2.
Can he go to sheet 3? He's even on.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, can you flip over to sheet 3? Yeah.
Just so you guys see what we're talking about. Who's winning that game? Yellow?
Well, you're going to hit it here.
It looks like yellow. I can check on curling.
It's a
This
3
club,
to 1,
it's hard
3
to
to 1
see
game.
because there's these bars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow's leading 3-1,
Right here.
and yellow is throwing right now, I believe.
I don't even know, like, when I watch, so they were all hovering over those rocks, looking at all the angles. I just find that amazing that they can actually put all that geometry together.
You're going to have to go back to the real game in about 2 seconds, by the way.
That's a slash, right?
Oh, 2.
You can't miss his shot or Tom Violet will kill me.
All right.
Oh, definitely not gimme.
You can hear me.
Shot.
Yeah, Jason can hear you.
Jason can hear me.
Yeah.
I got hammer movements.
It's really close right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Moved a little too much, I guess.
Start? You can't. I think it's.
All right, so over there on
Might
sheet
need to
3, it
come
looks
here.
like they're just kind of drawing it in,
You do? Okay.
making it more complex.
Trying to put it right on the button.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yellow
It
is
curls a lot.
Justin
What do you like,
McBride,
board?
and Hodek is red.
I thought we were going to make it, but it was too late.
I mean, I don't mind. I mean, as long if we draw, even if we're here, I don't love it. Okay. All right. Okay. You gave me there for control. For board? I think it's here. I don't think so. I mean, okay.
You got the nose.
That's a really interesting house over there. That's
Tom just sent me a nice love email text.
yeah. It's pretty interesting getting the interaction on the text messages.
Oh, my wife's calling me. Hold on a second.
Oh, it's important.
I wasn't trying to brim you tight. Like, I just didn't think it would fit.
Close. Easy.
All right, so we're trying to draw under here.
Clean. Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Clean.
It looks pretty good. A
Clean.
little heavy.
Clean.
Oh, it looks nice. Pop that out.
Real nice, Andrew.
Well, now they're
So I guess we're making
like
a
there's
run
a
back.
bit of a corker here.
Good shot. I guess maybe we should have rolled more of it. If he makes this,
Same throw.
I'd like let him try it and give us 2.
Hey, Jason, can you go over to sheet 3?
Yeah, I guess.
Good job. So it looks like we've got skip rock here, or final rock, in a heck of an end.
It was just like, I'm playing for the guys. It's going to go that way. Maybe he can make it like
What?
It seemed easy visually.
What?
That shot.
Yeah. I know. It's so me either. I was sitting there.
Puebla
like,
delivers.
what?
The rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Puebla might be sitting 2. I'm not quite
Yeah,
sure.
Right.
I don't know what's going on though. I can't see
it's
the
a tough
angle.
line there. Great throw. Great weight.
He's sitting 1 for
Puts it in
sure.
the Perfect spot.
It didn't really do much. Oh, I got Bill muted. He's talking
Yeah.
away,
You
but
threw it dead up.
muted him because he was having
You're
a
touch soft, and I said,
family
"Whoa."
moment. All right, shift back to yeah. Jason's
Alex
on
got a little
top of it.
tough run back here. Wow, that picked at the end. They almost made it with the pick. Martin pretty much gave up on it. Steal of 1.
No, it's bad.
They can make that.
I know.
Andrew just headbutted Graham in congratulatory
Yeah.
manner.
Okay, keep paying attention to the ice, please.
Not really.
Yeah.
That probably
for sure.
would be a
We need to-
violation
we
of
really
some
need to-
rule.
This would actually be pretty good for Mark to listen to. Listening to the boys talk to each other.
Yeah. Well, he could listen. I could get him on the mic. I could get him on a headset.
His boss over there, Dave Jensen, wouldn't be very happy. So
Oh, is that against the rule?
I'm not sure what Dave's doing on the ice out there. He must be
It's cold. It's hot in here. I can
hot
tell
in
you
here.
that.
It is.
Oof.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're involved with Dean with the Brooklyn curling deal, right? I noticed you guys have on your jerseys. You have the
Right. Right now, I mean, Dean was a big player in the Bronx. The Bronx was going to build a 7-sheet
with like the
hockey
pink,
facility.
like some of the Ranger player or something.
Right, with Messier.
Messier, yeah.
And it looks like that's having trouble getting funding. So right now, my club has an opportunity to put a club into a place called Grand Prix. It's
I need to go
a
deeper
go-kart
then.
racing place with
That's fine.
bowling alley. You're going to have laser tag,
Funny.
I don't
trampoline
like that.
world.
I don't
It'll
like
be
that because that puts curling in with
200,000 square feet of
what?
fun.
Well, that'd be good. But I don't. It makes the curling
Real nice
sound like
pair,
it's like
by the way.
go-kart racing.
Well,
Yeah, I haven't checked. Can I text you about it? All right. I don't remember what we agreed to. I think it was 2. Yeah. Yeah. Let's plan on that.
Really?
2. Yeah. All right. Sorry for that. I should have muted that discussion, but that was getting my tomorrow bookings lined up.
Sorry, Al.
Because gosh knows I could never handle this sitting here talking all by myself.
no, that'd be tough.
It would be tough.
So anyway, so this facility would be a 5-sheet club.
4.
And I think it'd be fantastic for the sport in New York City. If we lose our 3 sheets of ice, it's going to be trouble. It's not good for the sport.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good that.
Well, it's a traffic issue, right?
Yeah.
So now you're going to have so many more people seeing the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Right now we're at a country club and we're at the
Yeah.
bottom of a hill. So if you ever
Should be
saw where our
natural.
club was,
it's
it's not very viewable.
Keep yours down.
No one knows it's there.
Okay, we're all there. Back. Yeah.
G doesn't want to be deep here.
No.
Not bad.
So when I curl, and I curl at
Not
a completely different level than anybody in this
Oh,
building,
so
on the bottom end,
couple inches.
I always think when I'm up, I'm okay being
Yeah.
behind. Like,
Behind the
Barely
tee
throwing
line.
it deep, yeah.
You don't really ever want to be behind the tee line.
Yeah.
But like sometimes when we're up, we're like, well, throw it. If it goes through or if it's deep, we're okay. Like we don't want to give them anything to play off of. But I guess if it's behind, I guess you could draw to it, and then you got something.
Exactly. And what they're going to end up doing here, Andrew's team's going to be peeling these corner guards. And at some point, Alex is going
All right.
to push that
Lock
red,
and load.
that yellow rock back into the 8 and 12 foot. So he kind of builds a wall back there.
Yeah.
And that's why it's bad to have him behind the tee line.
Spot. Come on. Tickle it. Oh.
Luke was a little nervous on that one, huh?
It was a little thinner than he wanted it, I guess.
Ah, it's fine. One thing about these guys is you wouldn't believe how fit they are. They do a lot of off-season work.
Well, I was talking, previous commentator, who's the guy on McCormick? Dropkin, Corey Dropkin was, he sweeps like he's just incredible. I mean, the amount of energy he put in. I was like, so I asked him, like, do you think that matters, putting that much energy into the sweeping? And he said, well, if you looked at it at like how fit he is, it matters.
Corey's
if we
fitness,
put that much energy in it,
is
that would
off
be
the
the end,
chart.
right? That'd be the last time we'd sweep.
Yeah, he's amazing how fit he is, and he works so hard.
Yep.
Not yet.
So Chris had a little bit of a miss there, unfortunately. When they get the guards up that high, you can still kind of get anything behind them,
Yeah, well, and on the side, it seems like it's hard to, like, it seems kind of out of play almost.
Hard G.
This one's not so good right here. I used to have young legs and be able to throw 6-second peels.
Yeah.
Good,
Well,
good
and it's
know we
just
can
good to see everybody so attentive and just jumping on the sweep. It's
hold a little more vigorous. Gets the job done.
this team is sponsored by Puma.
Yeah.
Who's that? Martin's team?
It's hanging in
Yep.
LPS.
We just saw a flash of the Puma briefs. That's why I said that. They were bright red. Puma could be a sponsor.
Hey, you know what? I don't think we need to discuss this. We're on live TV here. This is big time.
Oh,
How
yeah.
many people we got? 1,000? A couple hundred?
I don't know, something like that. I don't think it's 1,000. It's more like
10,000?
800. Enough to get us in trouble.
Clean. Yep.
Probably one more, right?
Yep.
One more.
All right.
As a player, when you get to this point where you're just peeling, it's fun. But as a watcher, I find it less fun.
It's fun until you hit it a little thick and then
Yeah.
I curled a lot. Like, shouldn't have ever really been close. I don't know. It's pretty much out of play though. So. About what? Billy, do you agree?
a little thick on that one. We'll see if Martin can throw a good one here.
Smile. I think
So you curl with this guy?
Martin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I won the U.S.
Yeah.
with him in 2012.
Dean was on that team, right?
Yep. And Heater.
Mine's good.
Martin's a great player. He's one of the few guys that's won 3 national championships. Won a junior U.S. championship, a club national. As a teammate of mine, he was unbelievable. He was my skip. The man was making everything for the week. And what was the other one? Oh, the juniors.
Running.
Well, yeah.
Juniors,
got
men's,
sliver.
and
Yeah,
clubs.
you said juniors
Yeah,
and clubs, and then you
enough
missed
to
the
pick.
men's.
So he's a little unhappy though, because there's another guy named Violet that's got more national
A
championships than him.
quarter.
Tom has 4.
What are you thinking, G? We don't want to let him
Tom
get
didn't
too
win
under that,
juniors though.
right? I mean, I guess we
his
don't
one.
care. Do you think
Well,
guard
not
ours?
everybody has the opportunity, you know. Like I started curling when
Good
I was
guard
41,
ours.
so
Right.
I could never win.
Okay.
juniors.
I mean, either the pick or the run.
But I could push my daughter to.
I
Nothing wrong
can
with
make
that.
the
Yeah,
pick.
she's only 9 though. She.
Maybe
Good.
my daughter
Well,
can
then
play
we
with
did-
your daughter
Yeah.
on the same team. If I can get her to curl.
Whatever
Right
you
now,
think.
she doesn't
Your
wanna
call.
Yeah, that's I've been kind
All
of
right. I
fortunate
got it.
that she
Very makeable.
she likes
A little
it,
more.
and
Let's
we
actually
just
make
went
it.
up to the bantam level.
I
and,
know, but we need some ice.
she seems to be okay with it. So
Touch more.
she's not super competitive though. She, like on the Little Rocks, we have Little Rocks. I pointed over here because the Little Rocks are always playing over here on Saturdays, and they. She wanted to spend an
Lead.
extra year in Little Rocks
Yep.
because she said,
Wait, yep.
I just want to be
Whoa.
kind of like the big fish.
Wow, Luke threw that one really good.
Yeah.
That was pure.
Scotty Belvich was really talking the praises of Luke.
Yep.
He's a great player.
What?
Yeah.
Little up.
I love that about curling, the families that are in curling. I think that's really cool. Which is one of the
double out
reasons
the
why
back
I
one.
get
didn't realize
Ruby
you're-
involved
didn't realize
because
you're trying
I think that just sounds
You want to
incredible,
double out or
you know,
what? Oh, yeah.
to have that kind of connection later.
Absolutely.
Relax.
Yeah. We're
Mine's
good.
good.
I mean, I have a tough time burying it out here, so like.
All Jared. Jared.
Martin made an excellent shot on the last one,
Fighting's good.
and Luke was able to pick it out. This one's pretty good too, but
It's a little heavy, right?
no, not bad. I mean,
I was right. I could have went. Shoot. I mean, they still have to make this. I mean, at this point, if we put one anywhere here,
Yeah, that's
They
what I was
don't-
wondering, why you don't do that.
I guess he
Is that
comes
because they'd
here
run it
and,
back
I don't
and
know.
do a triple or something?
I just,
or-
I gotta ask Coach Mark. Where are they going with this one? Yeah.
but we don't want to
Well,
like.
we're in
Coach
agreement
Mark
then.
is
Do
thinking
this.
about the guard. That was a good call on your hand.
Yeah,
Mark,
well,
you know?
sometimes, sometimes I
I
can
know.
make a call. If you say enough things,
up to you. I
sometimes
feel like you
it'll
have
be
the
correct.
same
Yeah, I mean,
idea.
there's an art to trying to figure out when to go
Okay.
from
You
defense
like
to
two?
offense.
Yeah, I just don't know what it's doing back. I mean, it's
Either one is not the end of the world. Yeah. Two's not the end of the world here either. You don't want to give up 3.
I mean, essentially we can miss, right? So you have to throw that.
so he could get 2 by potentially taking out those in the middle.
Well, there'll be a double there, yeah.
Yeah,
Right
and then leaving the one on the side and leaving the shooter.
Right.
But it's hard not to, right? You know? I mean,
Yeah, that's
frame
impossible.
still went.
I mean, Martin threw those 2 about as good as you can throw. He couldn't quite get it to bury enough.
Yep. Yep. Lead. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
It's gonna be tight.
Hard.
Oh,
Nice.
snuck that one by.
Yeah, sure.
Right side of the inch.
Real good.
Right
Not
side
quite-
of the inch tonight. That's what
not
Martin
quite
just
a
said.
piece of paper, but pretty close.
Nice shot.
So Dean was on, and he was quite aggressive in his commentary. You can tell he wants to be a personality.
Where were you?
I learned a couple things. I never knew Brooklyn.
I know.
Last time I did this.
Oh, in Brooklyn, somebody
Hard to
Brooklyn
stick
did
Yeah,
it.
last time I learned a pair of pants, and this time I learned
Yeah.
Brooklyn. So in about 10 years, I'm going to know all the lingo.
Just keep hanging out with Dean. You'll be in good shape.
Yeah.
2 or 3 inches to get it out.
Nobody's talking to us, huh?
No, it could be that that's not working. That's possible too. But
No love.
yeah.
So I think he's playing here a freeze or just a little tap back. Try to generate his deuce. Looks like that's a little tight. Yeah, Martin just said it. It's not going to be very good.
You gotta go. We're not.
Yeah, it's light too.
Yeah.
It looks like it might curl over too much as well.
I couldn't tell if that picked a little bit.
I mean, it's really.
We don't. St. Paul ice that is
roll
no
on
picks.
top here.
You've
That
been
makes a
telling
big
me that.
difference, so.
Yeah.
We are shot 2. Yeah.
I do have to give a shout out to my
This is
skip
good.
this weekend, Tyler George. He's 35 today.
Oof.
Tyler, great
I
man,
think it
great
will,
player.
but, yeah.
Yeah, I have one of his jerseys actually.
It's a good jersey to have in USA curling, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Did he sign it?
No. No, in fact, I won it at the Lupus Spiel, and when I won it, it started with I was a little bit tanked, and it was a bidding thing, and it started with a broomhead that said, hit this dumbass. And I started bidding on it, thinking someone else was going to overbid me, and then it kept on, like Tyler threw in his jersey, and Smitty threw in his broom, and then Tyler said that the whole Schuster team would take me out on the town in Duluth. And then it got upgraded to going to my cabin, and it was this huge, huge thing. And I ended up with all this junk. But
Should really switch to
I like
charity,
balance. I
though.
highly
It's good.
recommend it.
Yeah, no, it is good. And actually I wear the jersey, and I use the broom every week, so it's all good.
That's good. Regan Burr said she started up a charity
Yep.
working
She
with
left,
USA Curling on for the Lupus.
Yeah, she left the Blaine Curling Club there, and she started her own. I don't know her own.
True.
But she
I think it
started
is her own.
Yeah.
But
She's very excited
good.
about it. It's
That was
actually
a
pretty
shot to
cool.
win the game.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty passionate about it.
know.
She's a great person. She's got
know.
really good energy.
Still.
So she can
whenever
move a lot of stuff
to
forward.
win the game.
Keep Todd honest.
Yeah. I don't know if Todd needs to be kept honest.
No, I don't think so. They don't get much more easygoing than Todd. Just a
Yep.
nice guy.
We actually had him on the mic, and he's such a quiet guy, but he actually had very good, like his what he said as a skip was pretty nice. I mean, it was very entertaining.
That rock picked badly. I think that's going to do it. Yeah. I think there was some popcorn on the ice. Tilker's son is around.
All right. Well, we're doing handshakes here.
Yep.
So we can move over to sheet 3 and 2.
Push his back. Iceman. Push him back.
Looks like it's tie, 7th end. Hodak and McBride. I don't know what just happened there. They're clearing the ice. Someone did something.
That's that too. Okay.
They're high-fiving over there on the Hodak team. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. I assume it is.
They're from Thunder Bay, right? No, that's the
Hodak?
junior team.
They're North Dakota.
Yeah, there's one of these teams is two Thunder Bay teams, I think, that are here.
Kolova, he's on sheet 2 playing LeClaire.
Yeah.
I don't know who's McBride. Are they local?
I don't think so. Oh, that's an interesting odor.
Is that legal in this state?
No, it is not.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Bob LeClaire is Arizona. It's the better Arizona team. There we go. Rebecca Clark. Give us some
Better
information.
Arizona team.
Yeah.
She must be referring to Horsman.
Yeah, it was earlier on.
You saw what happened, right? His head fell.
Scott was kind of negative towards Horsman. Not negative, but he's just like, this guy comes to all these cash fields, works really hard.
Good game, boys.
Yeah, he was
That was
real
good.
positive. I kind of felt uncomfortable,
Hey,
actually.
Billy, they looked like scared.
But trying to
They're
be a
sitting
little
behind the
bit
sheet.
nice.
Funny.
Daryl's a solid
They
player.
were
Yeah.
like, wow, they only
Yeah,
hung
and he must
one-
do it 'cause he
one
loves
end
to do
in
it.
their game.
Which is what I would do if I had the capability.
Listen, it's never going to be easy. You're playing a Craig Brown, a Pete Fenson.
What's up,
Yeah.
Wes?
You know, Heath McCormick, John Schuster.
We got the silver one in there, too.
Probably want to start putting one of those things face down.
Ready.
Not that one.
Yeah, so Bob
But one of the other
Leclerc's
ones.
up
Yeah,
quite a bit
hair
over
always face
Puebla.
up. Yeah,
Good
that
win
one
for
face
Leclerc.
down.
Yeah.
If he can pull it off.
I'm getting a lot of sticks in there.
Yeah, so McBride is
Yeah.
from San
Those,
Francisco,
and those heads
California.
didn't get worn at all.
Oh, okay.
Mine looks brand new still.
I mean, that's tough. Those guys come here without real ice.
But I think they just got a dedicated club, though.
Do they?
I think so.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
I mean, probably not in enough time, but I think San Francisco now has a dedicated ice club.
Okay.
So
Hey, thank you. Thanks. Yeah. Helps though. Don't miss.
All right, here we go in the last end. I don't know what happened in 7 over on sheet 3. But they're throwing guards, so they must have scored. I assume this
Puebla
game's
got
tied.
1 on sheet 7 or sheet 2.
Sheet 3, I think, is
Oh.
tied, is my guess. Nice
Yeah.
double center guard on sheet 3
Well, according to the website, it's 3-2, but
from Mr. Sampson. Another Sampson. Good players, the Sampson family. You probably don't know them, but
No.
you should.
well, I know him now. So what's the Sampson family story?
North Dakota.
Yeah, you know, I've noticed there's a lot of really good teams that come from Fargo, and there's like an arena there. The arena in Fargo is named after.
Shield.
Yeah, and I did the juniors, and there was this team playing, and there was this wee little girl. Like, I don't know, she looked like she was 12. She probably was 14.
I think that was Steve Shields' daughter, I believe.
Yeah, and I was commenting on she had these really super cool shoes, and she was working really, really hard. And he started getting on the commentary, and he was telling me all this stuff. It was pretty. I was like, wow, I got to get out there and check it out.
There will be 4 left on each side, although it's not showing the number of stones. Is it one of these? Just if you mouse over them, it'll tell you what they are. So, like, yeah, you could add their picture.
Golova with a nice draw over there. I think Leclerc is Canadian, I believe.
Probably moved, eh?
I think he moved
Expat
down
or
to
whatever.
beautiful Phoenix.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do.
that's the only explanation.
Oh, where did that
Like, why would you go from Arizona to come up to the cold?
And that's they don't have
It's
them.
probably just getting the nice weather there.
But it should still show the rocks on the top. And that's
It is nice to know, though, that you can retire to someplace warm and still curl.
which one? I think
Yeah.
it's when you hover.
Hodick got a pretty good setup there early. Unfortunately, that rock's not in the 4-foot.
Yeah. So it's still defeatable.
Yeah. Got to be able to draw the 4-foot to win the game if you want to be a skip, right?
That's what Dex says. And if you can't draw to the 4-foot,
You may as well not be out there.
might as well not be as. So you said that it was Tyler George's 35th birthday today?
35.
Yeah.
Yay, Tyler, here he is.
35 years old. Happy birthday to you.
He's in pretty good shape, too, for, yeah, looks good.
Dean's on his way back.
All right.
He's coming to hang out. So, are you actually announcing something still? There's
Oh, yeah.
games going
Yeah,
on.
we're over here on 2 and 3.
Would you like to talk to the
It's gonna be
people
really
in,
tough to call that game.
in TV land?
Huh?
You want to talk to anybody out here?
No. I want to talk to. I don't want to talk.
Hey, can you do a plug for you don't own a liquor store, right? Every time I drive to my cabin, I said, I want to figure out how to get to Tyler George's liquor store, which I don't know would be, it might be anticlimactic, but.
Well, you should probably show up. It's in the Kenwood Shopping Center.
So I think I always bypass Duluth, so
Okay.
because I'm going to International Falls from Minneapolis, that'd probably add an extra hour to
Hey,
go in.
Tyler will give you a 20% discount if you stop by.
Listen, my home club knows that I drink Jameson. They won't even stock it for me anymore.
20% too much? 20% too much?
It depends on who it is. We'll see who shows up.
That was me. They were talking about me.
Come on, Henry.
Now you're just being downright offensive here. 10. I got 10%.
10%.
Can I take
that's
15? No way. I don't know what's the markup on booze. It can't be.
Well, what are you buying?
Well, let's say we were buying Jameson.
Jameson?
Yeah.
Mark's going to be probably between 25 and 28%.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not
So the
that much.
10%'s
And
killing
you
it.
only gave me 10%.
If you're buying wine, I can give you a pretty good discount.
Yeah, 2, yeah. Really? Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Unless you can't get up.
He didn't do that to you.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Scott, we're covering sheets 2 and 3 over here. It's serious stuff going on. Yeah, we could do that. Absolutely. We could just take the audio from our previous one, play it over the top. Yeah. Yeah, it could be. Might be hard to synchronize the calls, though. Yeah. No, we got Hogged Rock there.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah. Hopefully they're old enough to buy the beer.
Sheet 2, Kolovich just trying to find a way for him to throw against 2 on their last.
Yeah.
Obviously not a position you want to be in.
Nope. Yeah, and there's not really a lot of rocks there to work with, so.
Sheet 3, we got a big peel here.
Oh, yeah, that's got a lot of juice on it.
Guys from San Francisco throw it pretty hard. That's not bad. Thing is whistling down there. Oh,
Yep.
Fantastic shot.
Yep. It's cruising over there to help out the sheet 2.
There we go. Guy with a corn broom throwing this one. Leans quite heavily on it. Oh, almost makes a double.
Yeah, not much left there. Is that Slusser that just threw that? Is that he's on that squad, right?
Slusser is the third. I think the second is throwing right now. Although I could be wrong.
Well, if you were wrong, it would give a modicum to belief that I'm paying attention.
No, Slusser threw that one. He's not happy though. Interestingly enough, they're going to peel this.
What do you suppose the logic of that is?
I still don't know what the score is because they didn't put the score up in the 7th end.
Well, let's see if it's changed.
I still think it's tied. A nice shot from Kolova over there. He's okay with it.
Well, according to Curling Zone, it's McBride 3, Hodak 2.
Right, but they didn't post the 7th.
Yeah, but they posted it as 0-0 on. They're scoring it downstairs. That could be wrong. I mean.
Oh, okay, it's possible. Oh, it looks like it was a blank. It's down there on the bottom.
Yeah. So then, why would Hodak get rid of his guard?
No, he didn't. He was.
Oh,
it was the other guy. It was McBride's team.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Have another Jameson.
Yeah, well, no, they don't serve it at this club anymore.
You got this thing right here, Crown Royal.
That's Crown Royal. Yeah. This apparently is the ice maker.
Sorry, if you got to see our setup here, there's booze all over the place.
Yeah.
Someone's been drinking all day, and I'm not sure who it is.
Well, I didn't start till the evening when the ice maker started talking.
His former commentator was a mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had to be replaced.
That's right. I replaced him with somebody with more of an East Coast pedigree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, LeClaire looks like he's throwing a draw here. Boys are sweeping it. We have a terrible angle over here.
Mm-hmm. That guy's head is as red as his shirt. Sweeping hard, I guess.
Well, he's from the desert.
Yeah. That was his natural.
Nice looking shot there, though.
Yeah.
Got to find a way to remove that thing.
It's impossible.
Or the game is over. Here comes another peel.
Yep.
Perfect.
It's almost a desperate feeling at this point.
Yeah, it's never good when you're.
Yeah.
When you need to score, you don't have hammer and you got nothing around.
Yeah. That's when you got to get the mental game. Start talking to the skip about something. And that rarely works either.
So it looks like Hodek's last and Kolova's last almost simultaneously here. We need a couple big shots out of them. Hodek's drawing around.
Koivula.
Oh, Quavelin too. Both of them. Trying to get it to curl. That's not a good sign.
Well, they need to
It's close.
bump that one out.
Oh, almost game over there.
Wow. Yeah, that was really close.
Nice
That's
win for LeClaire and the Arizona boys.
Yeah, surprisingly close, actually. I didn't think that could move much.
Here comes Hodek's shot. That's not going to be good. I think that's going to pretty much do it on that sheet, too. What time you starting up tomorrow? 8 a.m.?
Yeah, oh, it's 8? Oh.
8 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, sounds good. Who do we have? 8 a.m. sheet 5.
D4 against D5. You got Kolova. Oh, no. What am I saying?
We're sheet 5 right here. Not sheet 5. Where's the line? Yeah, D3, D2.
Josh Barr and Johnson, he's the other
Johnston?
Canadian team.
So they're just going to take those out.
Yes. Just has to hit one. Make one go away.
I couldn't make that shot. Well, no, I can make one go away.
It's Skip's dream right there.
I hate that. Whenever I get to if I'm drawing, I'm okay. But if I have to do takeouts as the skip, I don't know. It's not a good sign. But in this case, it is.
And he's got it.
All right. Well, we got handshakes.
Nice shot in a blank.
All right, Bill. Thanks for jumping on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, appreciate it. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.